Thin air's effects aren't confined to the physical plane. PhotosBeth PhotosBeth Wald by Helen. Thomso. A so-called smart drug intended to boost cognitive performance also seems to protect the brain from altitude sickness, according to a military study that tested it at 4,000 meters. An increasing number of people visit high-altitude sites nowadays, for work, sport, religious pilgrimages and military tasks. But even the fittest among us suffer in thin air. The lower oxygen content at altitude can lead to cognitive effects, including memory loss and attention difficulties. There is little you can do to prevent these symptoms other than acclimatize, but this takes time and dose and always work. A drug called oxyracetam might be the answer. Advertisement. Up and down. Shang Li, who at the 3rd Military Medical University, Changchun, China, and her colleagues took men from the military up to 4,000 meters above sea level. All of the men lived in towns around 1,800 meters above sea level. During the study, they spent 8 days at this altitude, before climbing for 3 days to reach 4,000 meters, where they stayed for up to a month. 20 participants took 800 milligrams of oxyracetam 3 times per day for the first 15 days of the study, while another 20 men received no intervention. The men performed tests of attention and memory at the start and end of the study in 20 days, and by which time they had been at 4,000 meters for 9 days. While all participants experienced a drop in cognitive ability at 4,000 meters, those who took oxyracetam showed a much smaller decline than the control group. Using a technique that measures the brain's response to sounds, the team found that those who took the drug also showed less of a decline in the speed at which they could process sensory information. Going with the flow, blood flow measurements indicated that at high altitudes, certain parts of the cerebral circulatory system contracted and dilated in a way that promoted blood flow to the brainstem. This isn't surprising, since the brainstem plays a critical role in the maintenance of basic vital signs. The team also found that the brainstem received blood at the expense of brain areas responsible for more advanced cognitive functions. But in people who took oxyracetam, more arteries dilated, so blood flow throughout the brain was increased. This may be how the drug seems to lessen cognitive problems associated with low oxygen. It is yet to be seen whether diverting the blood in this way could have any negative effects in the long run. The results are striking and imply that oxyracetam may be beneficial for helping to mitigate cognitive deficits caused by altitude, says Timothy Hales at the University of Dundee, UK. Despite a wealth of people admitting to taking numerous kinds of smart drugs to improve their memory or focus, there is little research on oxyracetam in healthy people. In a single study in older adults with dementia, the drug appeared to help improve performance in some memory-associated tasks. Oxyracetam is not licensed for medical use in the UK, but the drug is known to be a mild stimulant, says Hales. Coca leaves have been used by native Andeans for centuries to overcome altitude sickness, and this is attributed to their modest cocaine content. So perhaps, it is not surprising that benefit can be derived from another, albeit mild, stimulant. Journal reference Brain and Behavior, doi 10.1002 BRP 3.762. More on these topics.